welcome to episode 7 of UPO TV, where we continue meeting internet gurus and find out how they've built their multi-million dollar businesses. I've definitely got a multi-millionaire in our room right now for this show, and that's Simon Coulson. Welcome.
Thanks, Rich.
How are you doing?
Very good.
Your story is phenomenal. Looking at the research and talking to people, let me just spit it out. You've made $10 million running internet businesses.
That's right.
In 6 years.
Yeah.
And virtually, we haven't got employees, or you outsource some things?
I've got 4 employees now.
4 employees. That's still not bad. Okay, and I take it they're not getting revenue share, but they're on salaries.
No, just on basic salaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you started, you come from a corporate background,
That's
and
right.
then moving into things like music and other. Could you tell us about how you started and how you ended up starting your first internet business?
Sure. The background really is that I used to work for BT, which is the big phone company in the UK, and I worked for them for 14 years straight out of school. And after 14 years, I'd started a band, and we were just playing local pubs and clubs and things. And it became a bit of a lifestyle choice for me, really, because we started getting better gigs. We actually started a tribute band to a band called Coldplay that you might have heard of. And we started getting offered some quite well-paid gigs. And I just thought, I'm spending all these hours every day sitting in an office, not really enjoying my job, and I'd rather be doing the music. So I actually took redundancy from BT, maybe a brave or foolish decision, and decided to leave the corporate world to become a full-time musician. And that was what I planned to do. So I left BT in December 2003 to work full-time as a musician. But as a spare time activity, I thought I'd have a little play with the internet and see if I can find any way to make some money on the internet. And found actually it wasn't too hard to make some money on the internet, and started developing systems and methodologies for making money on the internet. And once I found a way to make money, the great thing was I just repeated the system and then repeated it again and again.
Now, I understand some of those early websites, if I could call them websites, were selling things like yoga products or bonsai trees and all sorts of different things, yes?
Sure. So one of the first sites was a property guide on investing in Bulgaria. And how I got into this was a friend of mine had bought a property in Bulgaria. And the first thing I said to him was, why did you buy there? And he said, well, actually, it's a growing property market. It's been growing 23% per year, but it's going to join the European Union in a couple of years, and the property prices are expected to quadruple overnight.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, this is interesting. So I had another friend that was going to Bulgaria, so I literally gave him £5,000, about $10,000, and said to him, could you buy a property for me while you're there? So he bought a property for me. And then everybody that I told about this was like really interested. So I thought I should write a book on this. There's a huge amount of interest in this property market in the UK. So I researched every aspect of investing in a property in Bulgaria, just wrote it down and created my first ebook.